The debate over whether content giants should pay internet service providers for network use has been rumbling on for months. The clash between South Korean companies and foreign platforms like Netflix spilled over to the nation's legislative branch. Kim Do-yeon gets us up to speed with the developments.
The network usage fee discussion continues. Representatives from both sides, the content provider and internet service provider, made their claims at a roundtable discussion at South Korea's National Assembly, hosted by Deputy Speaker Kim Sang-hee from ruling Democratic Party and Yeung-shik from the major opposition People Power Party. Netflix, who has been at the forefront of the network usage fee dispute in South Korea, repeated its claims of having no responsibility over the fees.
If somehow we would legitimate widely the concept of network usage fees, this means that any website anywhere on the internet would have to compensate any ISP network anywhere on the internet. This would lead to very paradoxical situations.
South Korean content providers are already responsible for network usage fees to local internet service providers of up to nearly $100 million a year. A representative for the local ISP said they do pay services outside of Korea as well to the content delivery networks such as Amazon.
When the content provider pays Amazon web hosting once, how it actually goes to the world doesn't matter. It goes out. That's the end. They're already paying.
The conversation also comes as Netflix's South Korean originals gained global attention, especially Squid Game and Hellbound.
If fees are somehow imposed in Korea, whereas outside of Korea, Korean ISPs actually pay to connect to the content, this may create a perverse incentive that content providers are discouraged from localizing in Korea and incentivized to locate outside of Korea.
While there are many stakeholders, it can seem confusing, but Professor Cho believes the idea is rather simple.
Whoever uses other people's resources should be responsible for the cost. Whoever profits from others' resources should be responsible for a reasonable amount of compensation. And whoever causes the cost should bear the cost.
One of the assembly members who proposed a bill regarding mandatory network usage fees said legislative procedure should be the last resort, and hopes that the situation is settled between Netflix and the ISPs themselves.
From our perspective, we have to pass this law in this regular session, and I hope everyone understands, as this is a must, considering it's related to being fair, a big issue in South Korean society today.
Currently, 4 members of the National Assembly have proposed bills to make network usage fees mandatory for foreign content providers. However, the legislative process is expected to spur a heated debate among members of the Assembly, as this will be the world's first such law. Kim Do-yeon, Arirang News.